The day is finally here. The day we all have been waiting for. It's time for the Qlan War Season 2 Division 2 semi-final between the Suicide Quad versus the Axemen. Not the Suicide Squad, but Quad. These guys have been practicing against each other like maniacs, and finally the practice has paid off and they have made their way all the way to the grand final. So here we have so far Xero, Conan, Nas, Mr. Elguapo versus Team Troll, TCO and Trygve. Axemen being Norwegian all the way. I think everyone is Norwegian in Axemen versus fully Swedish Suicide Quad. Should be a great final. I at least hope so. I want to see 5 maps. Djevulsk was actually kind enough to provide me with some stats about the practice games these guys have played. Maybe I can share you some of them before we get to start. So they have apparently played 44 maps against each other since March 28th. And out of those 44 maps, the Suicide Quad has won 24 and Axemen have won 20. So pretty even. DM2 seems to be the first map. This should be Suicide Quad's. I'm not sure if it's their best map, but it's at least supposedly Axemen's worst, or it traditionally was. But they have been shaping up lately in DM2 as well, and that is what the stats tell also. So they have won in 2022, they have won 27 out of their 95 DM2s, but they have won 4 out of their last 6, 2 of which were against the Russians, who were just in the Qlan War final against Commando. So that is quite a good achievement. Both of the teams, they topped their groups and they both won their semifinals 3-0. And the Suicide Quad have gone 14-1 in maps over the whole season. The Axemen have gone 16-4, but they haven't lost a single map yet in the playoffs. So they have been improving, I would say. And that's no surprise, considering how many maps they have actually pracked. For a while, it seemed like they were practicing every day against either DC or the Suicide Quad. So this should be an interesting one. Based on the stats, the Suicide Quad could have a slight upper hand, but I can't really call it. I just want to see a good game. I also wonder, and I think Trygve didn't play all that many of Axemen's games in the group stage. Alright, I will just turn my camera off. We don't need it for the stream. And okay. A classic Swedish break during countdown for snooze. So I have time to turn on my chat as well. Alright. We are ready to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, Nas with the first low rocket. Will he go for the quad? Yes, Telly seems to be contested, so Nas will be getting quad. Oh, he never should have jumped down, because Trygve got the high rocket. He definitely should have secured the high rocket. Now he has a problem. He has only 1 rocket. He wants to go to Red Mega for more rockets. But at the same time, Trygve got the high rocket, and now he just spent his last rocket and he can't secure the next low even. Let's see. Conan was able to steal it, but was killed by Trygve. So now, even though the Suicide Quad got a really good start, they weren't able to capitalize with the quad. And now there's Trygve with a decent stack below quad. Nas pushing him. Let's see how this fight goes. Not very well for Mr. Nas here. So Trygve is in key position now, preparing for the next quad. Let's go auto track. Trygve should be going for this quad. Nas killing mates. Trygve a bit late for the quad and gets killed by Nas. Okay, quite a lot of chaos there. Troll has found himself a rocket. He's attacking from below quad. Maybe coming to telly. Yes, he is. This should be his frag. He's falling back, even though he had 200. That was a strange move. Nas still surviving with his first low rocket. Racking up some frags. Okay. DSQ just lost one of their rockets, and now Nas is finally going down as well. Team got the high rocket, and suddenly it's 2-1 in rockets for the Axemen, and those rockets are stacked and preparing for the next quad as well. Let's switch over to Team. He eats a rocket and hurts his teammate. That's not good. Now they're both extremely weak. And the quad goes to Suicide Quad, but there's no suiciding with this quad. Not without a rocket at least. And Elguapo steals his rocket. Maybe he will fall to lava. Live up to the name. And dies. No suicide this time. He had a chance to kill a rocket there with the quad SG though. Now Elguapo with a stacked rocket. Will he be able to secure the next quad cleanly and have a proper quad run? Oh, that was a horrible pack to drop. Team had no idea that Elguapo was behind him though. I can't blame him for it. But just the end result was horrible. Elguapo too weak. Let's see Xero then. He's at quad but really weak as well. TCO, can he do anything about this? He would love to, but he's not very stacked either, and he has no idea how weak Xero was. Okay, Troll to the rescue, gets the quad, and uses SG really nicely there. Not destroying his teammate, which I would have done probably. Okay, waiting for the box. This will be a rather long wait, 5 more seconds. Okay, surviving. Exposed to the water though, I didn't like his positioning. He wasn't able to do much with the quad, but at least he survived, didn't lose his rocket either, and prevented it from the enemy. And initially killed Xero's rocket, so not too bad. Better than what we saw in the semi-final at least. So that's an improvement. This is the final after all. Someone just took the high rocket, probably the rockets as well. Troll is down to 3 rockets, would love to have more. Quad coming up soon. Trygve will come here with 44 rockets and a decent stack. Will he kill Elguapo? Yes, he will. That's a good play, and he has SSG as well. Now I want to see a good quad run. I would expect it from the Norwegian dark-skinned fellow. That is Trygve. Ooh, that would have been so scary had that guy in path been enemy. But it was not, and he survives with 25 HP. Now up to 50. No real low rocket control though. He didn't dare to push. Now he does. There's a rocket there. Oh, quite a brave push towards Red Mega even. With no quad. And he actually gets a kill. He just has no idea that it was the rocket guy he killed. And now Axemen pushing low rocket with two rocket guys. Let's see what happens to quad though. TCO manages to grab it. This is really good news for Axemen. Now they could even establish good control over low and telly, but the quad goes down. It would have been a disaster for the suicide quad had TCO survived with his 7 HP. Now Nikva going down. Oh, come on! Okay, he did die. Almost Caster's curse reversed there when he was surviving when he really shouldn't have. But ended up going down finally. Troll and Tally doing light work of one yellow guy and one red guy. Nice, gets the yellow as well. Now he's super weak. Go for the mega, holy shit. Preparing for the quad. Nico has absolutely nothing. Troll decides to bore. That's a rather questionable decision. Because he had some yellow. Yes, he did. He had quite a bit of yellow. And now Nico goes down with the pack. Another quad ended quickly there. Let's see. TCO is the only rocket for Axemen and doesn't have any armor to his name. 1 HP and he goes down. So now the suicide quad has 2 rockets for none of Axemen. But the rocket goes... Wait, that was high rocket that went Axemen's way. So now it's 2-to-1 rockets. Nas stacking up at red mega. Going for the next quad, I would assume. Let's see. Jumps up, there's a pack. Nice communication. He didn't really need to take the pack though. He had proper stack and this is where he wants to be anyway, so he could have tried to save it. Was probably too afraid to do so. Maybe, in hindsight, a good decision because armored enemies were coming through Tally. So maybe they had the info that Tally is totally lost and no one is coming for the pack. Now a rather clean quad pickup. No armor though. Taking it slowly. Let's see if we can see the first suicide. Let's go. There are no rockets for the Axemen though, so a suicide is rather unlikely. Okay, 4 rockets all of a sudden for the suicide quad. And nice, killing that mega. Now he just has to wait for roughly 20 seconds for this mega here. Okay. 10 more seconds. And quad is spawning in 15, so... He could have made it through the Tally with the mega, but he would have been in a rush. So he opts to stay at low and let his mates handle the quad. But there's Nigve. Oh, well there was a suicide. The wrong team though. And a horrible suicide at that, because he was the only rocket and he really could have needed... Or he really could have made a difference there with the run. Or he did, but just not in the way he wanted to. Okay, but at the same time, suddenly the suicide quad loses a lot of rockets. They get the next low though, so now it's 1 rocket of the Axemen versus 2 of the suicide quad. Okay, Tally yellow stolen and the boar, but I think that pack will be picked up by a mate. Nice fight by Nigve. He could fall back to yellow, to center yellow, and go back to quad. Although he heard that someone is up there. I didn't like that move. He really definitely should have jumped up to quad. Troll somehow gets it anyway, but that should have been Nigve's quad. Ooh, nice team damage. Holy shit. And a nice rocket kill. I think there must be a pack at quad. I wonder who took it. Elguapo probably just picked it up. Which is bad news for Nigve here, who has 0 rockets in box. Gets the box, but still no rockets. Let's see if he can find some... probably not. Elguapo will deal with him. And he grabs the high mega. Now he's really stacked. Will he go for the quad? He should. Nas is there, but he still should take the quad. Yeah, he's ready for it. Tim is pushing though. Nice attack. A mutual frag. 2 packs left. These guys are out of position for quad. TCO is ready for it. Conan, you don't want to be there. Yep, he's gone. Oh, but he gets a pack. And no! Oh, what a rocket miss there. And Conan had no plan of using the rocket he had, because he didn't want to drop a pack, but when TCO utterly failed with his quad rockets, he decided that, okay, what the fuck, he's not hitting anything, so I will just dispose of him. And he does. He kills the quad, gets the box, and no, he's at quad, waiting for the next one, which is not spawning anytime soon, but I think this might be a good move. And we are looking at a very tight game here at 113 to 111. A 2 frag difference. And rockets 2-2, and this quad will be quite important, although it seems like it will go TSQ's way. Conan gets hit pretty hard though, he loses most of the stack. Almost a shortcut fail, not quite. But a failed quad anyway, dies to a nade guy. And here we have Axemen. Even though they lost the quad, they kind of win the battle there. And now they have 2 rockets versus the xero of TSQ. Now they just should really push the low rocket, which is picked up by xero instead of fragging here at NG. Which is not a horrible decision, but in long term it would be so much better if they just picked up the low rockets as well. Yeah, I think Nigve had a rocket there. Maybe not. Maybe he did. Okay, Timmy preparing for the next quad that spawns in 6 seconds. And gets it for free. Okay, I want to see a good quad run, finally, please. Show me some frags. Just go low, what are you doing? Just... There's a rocket guy at low, just do something, please. What the F? There's nothing at center that you want. Okay, now he can't go, of course, not with 20 HP. That is why you need someone like Nigve running the quads, because he will go all in. He might die, but he will at least try. I think this is or I'm sure it is best of 5. So there's potential for 5 maps, which is what everyone wants to see, except for Wimp, who wants Axemen to win 3-0. Alright, xero gets the quad. Maybe he will make a move, unlike Timmy there, or maybe there will be a suicide. We saw one already, but just not from the suicide quad. Oh, what a beautiful rocket. I love it. Just so good when it hits that tiny gap between the bars. Getting a beautiful rocket kill. That's what I want to see. Rocket kills with quads. He ends up going down, but he did try. He didn't drop a pack, so not a horrible move. Just he should have gone there faster. He was trying to push low way too late, or a bit too late. Okay, Nigve pushing against 2 rocket guys. Nas eating a bit of damage there, but so does Nigve. Oh, well done. Well fought by Nigve there. Okay, a mutual frag. Quad goes down, but there's a drop pack as well. And it is a 1 frag game at the moment. 143 to 1. Okay, we are even at 143. And two rockets as well. This is anyone's game. Clearly. Couldn't be more even than this. No one has been able to establish any kind of control. Quads going down left and right. Rockets dying left and right. Just... I want to see what is the biggest frag streak, because so far I would expect it to be very low. Troll trying to push a bit through path, which is a good move, because he can always fall back to red box. Not anymore though. Now he's committed, gets a rocket kill, that's beautiful. And the mate gets a nade pack. Nice quad, that was clean. Oh, that nade pack might cost him. Will he go to box? No, he doesn't dare to go. He doesn't know the box spawn time probably, and has no idea what they have there in the box. So he's just falling back with the quad. Telly was just taken. He's not getting that one either. So, okay. Could he get that rocket kill? That would be important, and he does. I was going to say that that was going to be a very slow and almost useless quad, but in the end it wasn't, even though he went down after the quad run out. But getting that rocket kill was important, because that was a stacked rocket there at GL. Now Troll might get the next low rocket, let's see. In the meanwhile, Elguapo has taken high rocket. TCO is looking to get this next quad, and there will be a fight for it, I would assume. No, Elguapo doesn't dare to come, or he does, but he's way too late. It's a quad rocket. There's Xero looking to get that high rocket. This is something I really don't like to see. They get the quad even almost like for free, and then they drop down. Oh, speaking of dropping, he dropped a pack, which was not optimal. So TSQ gets in an opening there. Conan got the pack and the red box, and now he's fully stacked at NG. And Conan is a guy to whom you don't want to drop packs in DM2. He's a really solid DM2 player. Let's see what he does with the pack. Always interesting to follow this kind of storyline after a drop pack, what kind of impact that pack drop has. Okay, he will get the quad. That's horrible. I think they had 0 rockets, or max 1, and suddenly they have 4, and the guy who got the pack has quad. And that guy is Conan. Not really hitting with SG, but rocket does the job. Now this might be pretty much the first quad that is trying to secure the low rocket. Trygve has a rocket, which is crucial at the moment for Axemen. Troll manages to steal that mega. This could be huge if Conan goes down. He ran out of rockets as well. Oh, was there someone? TCO is timing out. Shit, that's not good. TSQ with 2 rockets still, and Axemen just lost both of their rockets, so this is not looking good for the Axemen. They are trailing by 30 frags. A minute and a half to go. Looks really bad at the moment. Xero jumping up to get the quad, but Nas is quicker. Gets the quad. TCO still somehow lagging, it would seem. I hope he will be able to solve the issue that he's having, because for this map it's too late. Now Xero gets the low rocket, and boom. We have a 30 frag margin between the two teams. A minute to go. And Trygve being the only rocket in Axemen, I don't think there's any way they can pull this off. Okay, that could have been a nice kill. TCO gets a nice kill, but now it's too late. They need this pack though. Just get the pack, please, mate. Team, get it. But yeah, anyway, not doable anymore, unfortunately. You can pull off crazy miracles in the M2, but not in 40 seconds. Not from that position. But seriously, give a minute more, and this could be Axemen's game. That's the craziness of the M2. Because now suddenly they have 2 rockets, and TSQ have 0. 3 rockets to 0. A minute more, and it really could have gone Axemen's way. But in the end, it's TSQ who win 215 to 185. That was a good game. And that's only the first map. Let's see those stats. I wanted to see the frag streak. TCO managed to get 21 frag streak, which is more than I would have expected, but nothing huge in DM2. Annihilator goes to Nigve at 11k. Top fragging, the most important, arguably, goes to Conan, 66 frags. Timmi dies 78 times. Let's see Timmi's stats then. Timmi is at minus 36. Not horrible, but not good either. Makes it already rather challenging for his team to make up for it. Whereas in TSQ, Xero is at minus 26, so not a huge difference between him and Timmi. That is kind of surprising in my opinion, because Xero is a solid DM2 player. Who got the efficiency? I think it must have been Conan then. Yeah, and 56.9. Not very high, but it usually isn't when you have a game that tight. 30 frags between the two teams. Conan killed a crazy amount of rockets though. 20 killed. Let's see how many he dropped. At least there was that one pack that he didn't want to drop, and he didn't because he killed the enemy quad TCO, who just missed everything. He dropped 6, so 20 to 6. That's solid. 6 is not optimal, but not horrible for DM2. Kind of mediocre. Let's see quad stats then. 11 to 9. Just as close as expected. Quads just kept going left and right. Spread very evenly and dying very quickly as well. You can see quad time, so with 10 full quads you would get 300 seconds, and we are looking at 169 for TSQ and 187 for Axemen. So you can see that not very many full quad runs there. And what else do we have? Reds, pretty even. Mega healths, almost dead even. Yellows went TSQ's way, but not by a huge margin. What about rocket pickups? 45 to 51, also quite even. So it just would seem that TSQ utilized the stacks they got better. But again, you're looking at a 30 frag game in DM2, and 30 frags in DM2, that is just nothing. Could have gone either way. And the second map is just about to start. We are looking at E1M2. Probably better for Axemen than DM2. So maybe that was a good thing that TSQ won DM2, because that was kind of expected of them, even though Axemen have started to do better there. So let's go for that 5-mapper. And E1M2, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Djevulsk gets the first rocket. I turn auto track off because I want to see what happens to the first rocket, just like in DM3. He meets the enemy quad at crossing. That's interesting. Not very typical. He loses his mega health, basically. So new one spawns in 20. He decides to push for yellow, or does he? It's a bit late for it. No, he's not getting it. Axemen get it. That is a bold move. But maybe he's counting on Axemen going for the second rocket and not having enough time to get back to yellow. And he had his mates covering for him. But this is not great for them, even though he gets yellow, because at the same time, Timmi on the other side of the map has taken the second rocket and the mega health. Let's see what happens with Timmi's rocket though. He's fighting there on the green side, and now he meets djevulsk. Oh, what a fight! Quite a horrible fight for djevulsk. He ends up losing the yellow, but escapes with his life, which is great for him. Mega health is about to spawn. He really should wait for it here. and try to save some of his rockets. Oh, what a wasteful mega pickup. He should have jumped over to the HP boxes and picked up the mega then. Okay, he again was pushing a bit for the yellow side and hurt the boar. Okay, timmi did a fine job just with SNG there. He had a rocket, but maybe he didn't have rockets or didn't want to drop. Djevulsk, on the other hand, drops. And we can switch to auto track. Xero gets the packs and gets the yellow. Lucky for djevulsk that the mate was there, or maybe that was the reason he dropped the pack in the first place. Okay, Xero desperately needs some rockets here. Wants to get the quad probably, but now he's too late after the rocket pickup. TCO wasn't too late, gets the quad. This should be interesting. Nice kill. That was a rocket, I think. Now TCO wants some help. He doesn't want to attack alone. He needs a distraction. Okay, finally he goes in. Okay, that's good. Oh, they get the rocket kill and a pack at yellow. As TCO was attacking through SNG water, the rocket guy focused on him, and an SG guy got a free kill at yellow, and you got a pack out of that kill as well. So that's really amazing for the Axemen. Only 13 frags between the teams, but 3-0 in rockets, and TCO is desperately hunting for rockets. He needs ammo. Quad goes TSQ's way, but goes down quickly. Nas has a rocket on the other side of the map, but he's really weak at 13 HP. Now Axemen just lost one of their rockets and another one, and they lose the yellow. That's really bad news for Axemen. 2 rockets down within 10 seconds, and yellow lost. Now this mega goes to TCO, and he could make it to yellow. He should, and then back to quad. The timings would work out pretty much perfectly. He just opts to go for the rockets. Will he make it to yellow? Yes. Thankfully there was a mate helping. Creating a distraction, and buying some time for him. Big Xero there, being annoying with SSG, and I think it was djevulsk. Yes, with SNG, also being a real nuisance. And Xero is the one getting the quad, but he is extremely weak. Could potentially deal some damage with the quad SG, but these SG guys from Axemen are wearing him down. TCO once again running out of rockets, but he's still alive with a proper or a healthy stack of yellow left, but doesn't help when whoever the CTF god attacks and disposes of his rocket. Of course, not an easy fight to take when you're running out of rockets and pushed by a rocket and SG guy at the same time. But Elguapo is really fighting for his life as well at 30 HP. No one is able to establish solid yellow control at the moment because everyone is running out of rockets. Now TCO, yes, he was able to steal the yellow. Elguapo gets the next mega. Tries to go for quad, but potentially eating a nade. No, he escapes. Just barely though. Okay, Xero stealing yellow but going down to quad SSG. Now TCO could either go for rocket kill or for the next rocket, but I think they realized that rocket was... Ah no, rocket wasn't picked up. Well, they get the rocket kill, so that was one of the options. Well done. They have that Elguapo's rocket. He was hiding at Mega, he picked up the Mega. Now TCO, interestingly, is defending yellow side with GL only. But it can be effective if you hit your nades, but as we... Well, I was going to see as we see that he's not Flamer, but he gets the job done eventually. Goes down himself and the enemy gets the pack, which is suboptimal of course for them. Now TSQ have a solid setup for the quad because there are no rockets for Axemen that could have challenged him or them. Nas picks up the quad. Now, rocket would be in 10 seconds. I want to see Nas go for it instead of hunting for this SG frags. This is just useless. Go for the rocket. Go for the rocket, and you are too late. Negro gets a free rocket pickup. Not a great quad. Now let's see if that hurts them. Not so much yet, and Negro just couldn't afford to stay there longer because he needs those rockets. Nice SSG. At least Mega is empty for a while, but he desperately needs rockets. Okay, thankfully for him, the enemy wasn't able to steal the HP. But TCO, on the other hand, is able to steal the quad, which is great news for Axemen. Buys Nikve perhaps a bit of time at Mega. djevulsk holding on to yellow and manages to dodge all the nades. Good for him. He has a good stack of rockets. Now we are just waiting for Nikve and or premortem to face him, and djevulsk eats a lot of damage, and they're attacking. Axemen is attacking from both sides, and they manage to get the yellow, kill the only rocket of Axemen, and boom, all of a sudden, yellow control for the Axemen and a horrible pack drop. But Nikve, just go yellow, you have to get the info. Okay, well, he kills a rocket there, fine. djevulsk just made it past him to Mega. But Nikve is fine here at quad. He's just preparing for it, gets it, and they want to kill that guy at Mega. But maybe he opts to go for the yellow. Just be there in time, please. Just get the yellow. Yes, fine. And now he will go to Mega. I want to see a Mega attack. No, don't go water. Well, rocket is fine, but just kill the rocket at Mega. Yes, finally. And 3 rockets to 1 of TSQ. That is not all perfect though. I'm not sure they realize that there is a rocket. Okay, they probably do. Or they don't. I'm not sure if they had the info. But that was problematic because djevulsk had a good stack at yellow. He goes down though. That's really good for Axemen. And djevulsk also goes down with his new rocket. He pushed with his new rocket. Nice SG by Nikve, holy shit. Hitting everything there. So djevulsk pushed from rocket to crossing and went down to the rocket guy at Mega. Or maybe to an SG after he was hit by a rocket. Not a smart move in my opinion to push crossing through from rocket unless you really know that it's safe. But again, rockets going down left and right. Rocket drop. That seemed like an eternity after he shot that rocket. I'm sure he wasn't expecting to drop there. And Nas the only rocket at the moment. The guy who got the pack at crossing has a lot of rockets. Goes for the next yellow. Can't make it to the quad though. Yes, TCO's quad. Nice attack. Doesn't take almost any damage and finds SSG. He wants this green. Now I would love to see him attack yellow. Or Mega if there's a rocket there. Yes. Okay. Not perfect SSG, but he gets the job done and gets a pack. That is all we needed to see. And suddenly 3 guys at Mega. He must be hating his Quake life at the moment. Awful spawns. Nice flooding by TSQ though, but just kind of unlucky spawns as well. I can imagine some Norwegian wine there in their voice. Nas surviving with very little HP. Nice nade. He wants the next yellow, but will he dare to go for it? Nikve gets... Yes, no, he didn't get it, did he? No, it was djevulsk who got the yellow. That could have been problematic for Nas had the quad made it all the way here. TCO has a rocket but couldn't hit anything. Will Nas go for the rocket jump? He does and fails. Bad news for him. He manages to escape. Oh, does he? Oh, almost, almost ate the nail there at the trap. 10 long seconds to wait for this yellow. No, there's no way. I maybe would have gone this for the yellow play as well. But when you're looking at it through spectator view, you just realize that that is very unlikely to work out for you. 10 seconds. Maybe he didn't have the yellow timing. I was hoping for it to spawn sooner than it did. Okay, quad goes down. Now TSQ is making a forceful attack towards yellow. TCO doesn't know what is coming for him. He knows that there is one rocket, but probably doesn't realize that there are two. He manages to escape, but loses yellow in the process. But Elguapo goes down to timmi. That is a huge loss for TSQ. Elguapo manages to steal the yellow after his death, though. After respawning naturally, he's not a ghost stealing stuff. But TCO comes back for yellow control. Will get this yellow, I would assume. Yes, he does. And quad spawns in 10. I would love to see more SSG use rather than the SNG. Now SNG would have been perfect. Just use it. Okay. Holy shit. And again TCO facing ungodly amount of SG guys. Almost survives. Damn. He took that SNG out a bit too late, but otherwise well played. And Trygve has managed to get hold of a rocket as well, but also he goes down. Just no rockets in the game at the moment. And no one has any control, of course, because you don't have any weapons. djevulsk picked up yet another yellow. I wonder what he will be able to do with it. Let's see. Not much, because he's losing most of it, and he's not even going for a weapon, which I think he should have. Rocket spawns in 10 seconds, and djevulsk spawns on it. Let's turn off auto track. TCO challenging. Okay, djevulsk gets it. Doesn't drop a pack. He is... I consider him quite lucky, because the enemy yellow SG guy, I think he missed an SG. Let's see, Trygve's... Yeah, okay. Trygve is in great position. He should know that, okay, rocket is what I need. Enemy doesn't have a single rocket because we just killed the only one. And he's waiting for the next rocket. This is perfect play. And this could be the difference maker if he just manages to survive for a while longer. And there you see the play that you should do when you're picking up Mega with low HP. You just pick up the HP first and then the Mega health. E1 M2 101 or Quake World 101, I guess. Okay, Trygve wants that green. Yes, he gets it. We'll get some HP. Oh, he actually goes for quad. That is an interesting move, because he had the Mega timing as well. That is a brave move, but I applaud it. Fortune favors the brave, or something like that. Gets the yellow, and now he's in great position. Of course, whoa, what a beautiful SSG flick shot. Saved not only his life, but maybe Axemen there. Maybe saves the map for them. That was a huge kill. He misses out on the next yellow, but thankfully it goes to teammate. Trygve top fragging at the moment at 68. 40 frags between the two teams. It doesn't look great for TSQ at the moment, because unlike in... Don't drop. Just don't drop now, Trygve. Okay. He went down pretty lightly there. And TCO, this is what I was talking about. Don't go to crossing from rocket when you are not sure that is safe. And that just could cost them, although 40 frags between the two teams, as I was saying, this is not DM2. 40 frags in E1M2, that's a long way. Okay, djevulsk knows his rocket jumps better than Nas, apparently. Gets the yellow, and this looks okay for TSQ at the moment. djevulsk goes down to Nigve's yellow. And unfortunately, I don't see this happening. It's not impossible. Now with that pack, maybe there is a tiny chance. TCO gets rocket with 2 HP, again goes to crossing with 2 HP. An utter maniac survives this time though. Yes, trying to get this quad. And actually survives. But it's still, as you can see on the scoreboard, even though TSQ have been arguably in better position for some time here now, the frag difference is just not moving. Nice attack. Nice attack. Too bad he didn't survive. He almost would have deserved to live there. Nicely done, killing the rocket guy on the back line, even though there were 2 guys helping that rocket guy. But not quite enough for him. Elguapo fragging. Still 38 frags. Still the same frag difference. Elguapo going for the next quad in 6 seconds. There it is. But all the time, when they are taking these quads, they are bleeding rockets. So the story of this E1M2 has almost been that one team gets the quad, but in the meanwhile, the other team gets the rocket. And that is very problematic when you are bleeding weapons constantly. So every quad needs to kill that enemy rocket that was just picked. And when you fail to do so, then you are not gaining any frag difference. But a nice and tight E1M2 we saw. A very messy one at that. Just, it wasn't, for example, a game where one team was controlling things for quite some time and then the other team took over and just started gaining on the frags. No, it was just a bar fight through and through. And it just seems like Axemen brought their axes to the bar fight, and broken bottles are no match for proper battle axes. And 5 more seconds to go, and Axemen will take this map number 2 to tie the series 1-1. 262 to 231. Nigve top fragging and not even dying. Well, the most in his team. So that's great news, because Nigve tends to frag a lot, but also die a lot. But this time he was plus 30, I think, almost. Yeah, plus 24. But it was actually TCO who dealt the most damage, 10,000. Nigve with 50.7% SG. That is important in E1M2, and Nigve's SG is known to be solid, so no surprise there. Timmi, once again, he did die the most in DM2, and he dies the most here as well. I almost want to tell Timmi now to stop dying so much, but he did frag quite a bit. So he's only at -19, which is not horrible. What about the other team? Xero. He was the worst offender in that regard in DM2 as well, and he is in E1M2 as well. -27. 5 killed rockets. Not great, although Nas minus 21, but he did kill 7 rockets and dropped only 1. Otherwise, nothing. Well, TCO played a good game as well. Plus 20. Dropped 4 though. Let's see, Nigva then. Killed 11, dropped 3. That's nice. That's really well played. Solid SG. Plus 24. 80 frags. Second most damage, I would assume. Although Timmy was really close behind him. But yeah, well played, Nigva and TCO. Quads went 14 to 6 for Axemen. And there were quite a few quads that Axemen were able to steal just with SG guys, or at least without rockets. So that might have made a big difference there. And quite a huge difference in quad time as well. Axemen having over double the quad time of TSQ. But yep, here we go. DM3, the last TB3, and we are guaranteed to see at least 4 maps, which is great. I will spectate the first rocket again. 2, 1, and go. Timmy with the rocket. I will turn auto track off, and Timmy goes to yellow with the rocket. This is always interesting to see what the first rocket does. Nikva gets... Oh, that was unexpected. I was about to say that Nikva gets the... Oh, fuck. He survives. So, I was about to say that Nikva gets the first LG. He's still at the bridge, though. That's very interesting. I wonder what he's doing there. Not pushing for red, for example. Oh, damn. Timmy didn't have any idea that Xero was there with red. Was hoping for SSG kill. Not a bad decision, per se. Didn't drop a pack. TCO gets the second rocket with his pent. But Conan was able to get the second LG. And now we will go to auto track, or better yet, we will go to quad and see what happens here. TCO doesn't realize that there's an enemy behind him, but steals, or doesn't steal the quad, but manages to take the quad, even though he was pushed by multiple enemies from left and right and center. Also escapes with 23 HP to SNG. And he can see in the messages that there are 3 enemies at red. Doesn't dare to push there with no armor to his name. And not even mega health. That would have been an LG kill. Doesn't find it. Gets the mega though. And now he dares to check red. Finds it empty. Good for him. Waits for the red and is ready for the next quad. Here he has 2 options, I think. 2 good options. He could either push yellow, or he could just stay at red and see if anyone tries to sneak in. He decides to go to quad though. Not a bad move, because sometimes you just want to be at quad earlier than your opponent, because it's easier to defend it. But those 2 options, I think, could have been good as well. Wow, he survived even though there was a spawn behind him. Nice. Okay, no armor, but he lives and he gets that mega that he just had. And again going for red. Nothing exceptional done with the quad, but I think the surviving with it was already maybe more than he should have hoped for. Because TSQ was pushing quad pretty hard. He wants to kill that Xero's LG at red top. He should have given up. No, that was a horrible decision to push in. He knew that the red would be spawning anytime soon, and he was just way too late to push it. Just counting on some miracle rocket shot to get the kill, but no. And he ends up dropping a pack. Now there is Xero with rocket LG. Okay, djevulsk decides to even the odds a bit and drops a pack for premortem there. For absolutely free. So now it's 1-1 in rockets, 1-1 in LGs. And premortem with a solid stack. Yellow would be up as well. Now only if TCO could make it to yellow. Premortem just leaves the yellow. An interesting move. It's still there. No one is picking it up. Finally djevulsk gets it, which is, in hindsight, it was a bad move for premortem to leave it there. And he goes down to Xero's nice rocket defense plus some SG damage. Well played by Xero there. Elguapo surviving with his LG. And now this should be easy red control for Xero. 3 enemies. Oh, he loses the red though. But that's that's not a huge loss. He will have time to wait for the next one. Although he will be in a hurry for the pent, but he just has enough time. He doesn't kill himself. Suicide, not quite quad, but just a regular kind. Okay, rocket jumps towards quad. Doesn't have the time to make it through the spam and actually dies to TCO's rocket that he shot from the pent. TCO gets the pent. Great news for Axemen. Let's see if he will secure the red though. djevulsk at window with rocket, but I don't think TCO has the information. Although there was a kill now on one of the Axemen guys. Now djevulsk doing his best to survive, and wow, he had no business surviving that one. Oh! Xero! Oh! 10 HP, no way. That was so close. He could have died so many times there, but he's still surviving, 7 HP. Now the problem is that he hit that rocket, and Xero, what are you doing to steal the HP? Xero should have really fallen back and taken all the HP away from TCO. And then come back, because he knew that he was weak. 6 HP and he falls to the Mega. Everything going TCO's way. Not only what happened to him, but the enemies were helping him, especially Xero there. Not falling back and stealing all the HP from him. In the meanwhile, Xero gets the quad, trying to make up for it. TCO finally bores, but I have a feeling that Timmi was there to pick up the pack. TCO gets a stack for himself, but there are no weapons to be found. Next weapon is rocket in 11 seconds. But he has the stack, he should wait for it. And just hope that he doesn't lose much stack before it. Quad is in 5 seconds, there's no way Xero is making it. Timmi has a proper stack, would have a lot of cells as well, but just doesn't have LG. Would love an LG pack now. Okay, Conan steals the Mega, Timmi falls down, 15 HP. Let's see if this squad will die. No TCO, but Timmi survives. And I was just holding my breath there. djevulsk, I wonder if he had cells, or did he just not want to drop a pack? Because that would have been a free kill on Timmi's rocket quad. Would have been amazing for TSQ. Unfortunately, he didn't shoot. I don't know. I have a feeling that he might have had cells, because he didn't shoot even with SG. Next quad in 5 seconds. Axemen ready for it with one LG guy. Trygve with a proper stack and 14 cells to his name. He's a teammate though. And that is 6 of those 14 cells gone. Now he really should attack, because there's not much for him to lose. He doesn't have... Now he found some cells. I think it was an LG guy that he killed. But he didn't have so many cells to begin. What a strange move by djevulsk. Because he had a chance to survive, to escape to quad, but he decided to turn back and face that quad LG. Okay, now I think Nikve's quad was really excellent. He spent all the cells, he killed one rocket, one LG guy, and spent all his stack. That is everything almost you could ask for. Really a good quad run. Now premortem. I want to see how many cells premortem has. 29. Oh why you didn't give the quad to this guy? 29 cells and full red. Just he deserved that quad. Now I want to see miracles by Timmi, including getting the next bend. Okay, at least one rocket kill. What? Did he just leave the pack there and Xero gets it? Okay, that wasn't the miracle I was looking for. Well, he kills the rocket again, but loses quite a lot of his own stack in the process. Let's see what happens. And he bores. Okay, at least Nikve is there to save the day, but holy shit, was that a bad quad. Or especially the 15 seconds following the quad. Now Nikve will save the day with his 72 cells. Quad pen run. This looks bad for TSQ. As much as Timmi tried to create an opening for them, it didn't quite work. There is Elguapo though with at SNG with full red and rocket ring, which is really interesting. But his ring ran out and he drops a pack. Oh, that was not good. Don't tell me. Don't. Okay, it was Timmi at least. I already thought that while they were making the shortcut and failing, that an enemy would jump in and steal the pack, but not quite. That would have been just hilarious and amazing. But it was Timmi who got the pack. Now djevulsk has a rocket at yellow. Too bad the LG guy there, Conan, missed his cells quite a bit, so he wasn't able to take Nikve down. So Nikve will get a new red and he's still fully stacked. A lot of cells. And a rocket kill. Takes the pack though. His team could have used it, I think. Premortem was there at yellow even. Oh, nice LG by Conan. He missed earlier, but now he did not. That was a solid LG kill, an important one at that. I think djevulsk got the pack. Let's see if he has only one cell as well. I wonder what happened to all those cells. Timmi has 25. But I don't think he got the pack. I'm not sure though. I think Nikve had some cells there in the pack. Let's go auto track. So we will see who picks up the quad. Nikve is set up here with SG only. TCO, you should pick it up. And he has 17 cells and LG. Now this is scary for TSQ. Goes for red and should find a replacement for red, and it is there, Timmi, and he gets to attack yellow. It's a rocket though, but it's not a huge problem. He should either go through the telly or back to quad and face the rocket. He really needs to find that rocket guy now. That is the most important thing, but he let it get away. Xero is at SNG now. And wow, what a telefrag. Timmi defends red here successfully. Xero, who was left alone there, is still alive. And he kills an enemy LG, gets a pack. Now he should fall back. There's no... these fights really... these guys really like to fight till the very end. They should, in my opinion, learn to fall back a bit earlier. because he could have very well survived with that rocket LG after killing that one LG guy, getting the pack even, which was more than he was supposed to get there, so he should have just run away with the money. Or LG in this case. Okay, djevulsk. Extremely lucky to be alive there because Timmy just ran out of rockets. Let's see, I want to see what djevulsk is able to achieve with this miraculous surviving rocket. Not much, but that boar was quite good actually, because that meant that Timmy was forced to pick up the pack. He even almost goes down. I just wish there was a mate pushing djevulsk's mate. But he gets the quad himself. Maybe he will find the rocket kill. He hears the enemy. Don't jump like that. Oh, he finds the kill. That's amazing. Ah, that's so good. A proper revenge. So that miraculous rocket survival actually led to something. A huge storyline there. Conan with rocket, maybe TSQ's last hope. Especially if he kills Trygve here. And he does, and he survives with proper... No. No. Oh, he got a bit unlucky with the spawn there, but a pack? No. Just... That really could have been the comeback there. Because Elguapo was there set up for the pent. And he actually got it. And had Conan survived with the rocket LG, it would have been perfect. Even just dying and not dropping a pack would have been okay. But now dropping a pack and now Elguapo is facing the fully stacked Trygve rocket at ring and dying. This is painful to see. It's still not impossible though, just TSQ have a kind of mountain to climb. Nice rocket by djevulsk. Too bad he didn't make it in time to prevent that red pickup, because Trygve is now pretty stacked. Not anymore, but he's falling back to that red. Let's see if he will get it. No, he didn't go for it. He's at the quad with 5 HP. Don't tell me that he is getting the mega, and he is. TCO helps the mate out and gets the quad with full red. Oh, dies to the brutal trap. And now Trygve is gone as well. Now we actually might have a game on our hands. So 40 frags between the two teams, 3.5 minutes. And 2 rockets. Oh, that was painful. You must have heard the spawn. What? djevulsk, what are you doing? You heard the spawn. Don't go. Just stay there and shoot those spam rockets, because the spawn is coming for you. Okay, Conan gets the... I'm not sure if he got the pack or what happened, but he got the red. He found enemy rocket, actually 2 of them. And he kills one of them and the other one survives with absolutely nothing. Conan is able to get the next yellow too. That's nice. But it's still 39 frags. You need to start fragging. You have 2 rockets now for 0 rockets of Axemen. Okay, and they get rid of the LG as well. That was actually quite good for TSQ. Because enemy lost the LG and it was only SG quad. So not bad at all. Now they just need to find those frags. And it doesn't look like they are. And just as I say so, they get 3 in a row. Conan surviving with absolutely nothing. Elguapo here, he really should push for, well, a rocket kill. Beautiful. But go for yellow. You need yellow control. And there's enemy LG at yellow. Just go yellow. Oh, this is painful. Because this would be an okay play in a situation where you have more than enough time to spare, but they just don't. And red was just taken. You can't. You just can't. You're losing the game this way. You have quad LG 30 cells. You just need to take risks. You need to push. This is one of the most painful things to watch in Quake. Because you're not winning the game this way. You're not doing anything, or at least not so terrible mistakes, if the situation was different, but it's not. Because now suddenly you have a minute left, and it's still 22 frags, and you're not going to get those frags. There is a guy in tunnel, and you have 2 guys at quad. Yeah, at least you found those, but still, 18 frags. Just stay there. Stay there, because you don't have a mate. Unfortunate. 15 frags. 14. Elguapo did well with that quad, but just not enough. And just look at the score, how close it was. 177, 168. That is 9 frags. I'm not saying that they would have necessarily won had they pushed yellow instead of sitting at red, but it certainly would have been more likely, I think. It was closer than I expected. 9 frags, but still it was painfully obvious that they just didn't have quite the time to play so conservatively. To go to red with xero 110 quad LG rocket, you just have to be ready to take those risks during times like that. Ah, damn. A great game. It just pains me to see. But here we are in DM2 again. So we played through the TB3, and because it's a TB3 tournament, we start playing the maps again. And now that TSQ is trailing by 1 frag, so it's 2-1 for Axemen, TSQ gets to pick the next map, and it is their home base, DM2. And now if TSQ manages to win this, then Axemen gets to pick the last map. And TSQ, if you didn't see it, they won the first DM2 by 30 frags. It was a very back and forth DM2. Let's see if this will be one as well. So what we want to see is what happens to the first 2 rockets and the first quad. TCO getting the low rocket, Elguapo getting the high quad, and Xero getting the high rocket. Xero dies to TCO, and quad goes down as well. And Xero drops a pack to Timmi, which is really bad. And Timmi playing exceptionally well at telly with no stack and killing those rockets left and right without taking any damage. That's crazy. 3 HP, and now he goes down after taking the yellow. That was so unexpected. Unexpected for him to survive so long at telly with absolutely nothing, and then when he actually gets something, then he dies. Nice play by Nas. Oh! The mate stealing the yellow. That's not great. Nas wants to get a yellow at center, and he has just enough time to do so and go to quad. Don't go to NG, go to quad, please. Ooh. And HP, he doesn't need it. He had 67, 25 was there, but no. He will get this red box and he will have just enough time to go to low rocket, but again, the same positioning we saw in the previous game. Opening the red box and standing back to water, I don't like it. And he ends up dropping a pack, and because he should have had timing for the low rocket and he just didn't go for it with the quad. Not great. Axemen ended up getting the low rocket and now they are in pretty okay shape. They don't have stacks though, but they do have 4 rockets. Nas getting the quad again. I'm not sure if I want to see it though. He does have a stack. I just want to see things happening with this quad, and boring is not one of those things. Missing a lot of rockets is not either. Okay, 2 packs here. That's okay. Don't tell me an enemy will come from path and steal the pack. Okay, manages to steal the low rocket. Nikve playing really well. Smelled blood in the water, knew that Nas's squad was weak, went through the Teliat red mega, and boom, a kill there. Well played. 3-3 rockets. We have a very back and forth game, just like the first DM2. Okay, Conan. Now this is what I want to see. Yes, Conan quad, please, gimme. Okay, he's defending it well. Will he get it? Yes, he will. Doesn't have much stack to work with. And rockets are all over the place. A teammate stole the box. But Conan doesn't care. He only wants frags, not an armor. But take the low. Don't go anywhere. But it's actually delayed quite a bit. And yeah, he wants it. Yes, okay. And no pack. A pack. He did so well. Just check the team overlay. That dropped pack is the only rocket in Axemen right now. Had he not dropped that pack, they would have 3-0 in rockets. They would have perfect time for the low rocket with this quad. Or not quite perfect, but they would have had maybe just enough time to make it to low rocket with the quad. But now it's 4-2 in rockets instead of what could have been a beautiful 4-0. Not with that kind of quad play though. They needed to be faster with the quad. But still, painful to see. A horrible pack. Rocket jump. Okay. He did what I told him to, and he dropped a pack. My fault, sorry. Alright, Nas trying to survive here at NG. He would be better off preparing for the next quad. Nice though! That was well fought, not an easy place to fight. Elguapo getting ready for the quad. Conan, come for it please, you have the better stack. Take it. Although now it doesn't matter because they maybe realize that okay, we don't have timing for the low. Or the timing is pretty awkward. Please don't get telefrag. And take the pack. Take the pack. There is a pack, please. Or no, there was no pack. Okay. Never mind. Conan did excellently. Killed 2 rockets. And now they just need someone to push the low rocket. Please. Xero is trying, but he's not strong enough to go there. I wanted to see Nas or someone with a proper stack to go for the low rocket. I don't know what kind of communication they had, but Conan should definitely have told that, okay, I killed 2 rockets, now I'm super weak, the teammate needs to go for the next low rocket. But it didn't happen, but thankfully they killed that low rocket that Axemen picked up, and Now we are looking at a very solid quad area control for TSQ. They are bleeding these low rockets though. Elguapo now with his quad run. The previous one was excellent by Conan, killing 2 rockets there at low and surviving even. Now Trygve playing pretty forward with his rocket, because he's the only rocket he really needs to survive. And he's doing a fine job, because Elguapo is not doing a very excellent job with this quad. These quads are just so passive. When you pick up the quad, it's a kind of privilege and at the same time a responsibility. It is an excellent power-up, but you need to do something with it. Okay, he picks up the pack, gets the red. I would also like to see some xero quads, because he's another solid DM2 player. He's in an awful spot now. Okay, gets the quad. Would love to get a bit of an armor. Let's see. Yes, yellow spawns. That's a scary thing to do, to go through tally when you know that there are enemies up. Nice kill on the guy under quad with quad SG. And there's another rocket guy. And it was that one. It was that one, right? Or was it Trygve? I'm not sure. Trygve is at least there with rocket, and xero just keeps on shooting with his rocket and bores for a teammate. That's well played. Now Trygve is the only rocket for Axemen, but he is arguably their best player. Although their lineup is pretty solid all in all. He wants this tally. He will be in a bit of a hurry for quad, but he has enough time. Let's see if he will get it. Nas falls down. Okay, manages to steal. That is the best he could have asked for. Xero is in big trouble there. And dies to troll. But that quad steal by Nas, that was excellent, because now they are 2-0 in rockets. And they don't have to worry about the quad. Now they just... Okay, Elguapo was waiting for these rockets. Now he needs to make this rocket and the stack that he has count. Maybe, yes, take the red, but after this, just go unless you know that your mates are holding the tally, which they are really not. He shouldn't be staying here. Although... Well, he was wasting his rockets, but staying there wasn't the worst option. Not because he played well, but because Axemen happened to decide to push him instead of going for the high rocket. So had he survived there, killing all those guys, it would have been kind of coincidentally the right decision. But he had no way of knowing it. But they have played 44 games against each other, so maybe he does know how Axemen like to play DM2. So what do I know? Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, this is looking very, very solid for TSQ at the moment. Very unlike the first DM2. This is 154-46. Over 100 frags in 10 minutes between the two teams. Xero here, now finally putting some pressure on low rocket. I like to see this. It's very annoying for Axemen. And I like this box positioning as well. Notice how he doesn't open the red door and expose himself to two directions instead of staying there in the corner, being safe. And yet another Nas quadrant. Let's see if it's a bore or... Oh, nice rocket. Too bad the enemy was able to survive. I wonder if he hit, because TCO now has... He had 34 HP at center. Just quad SG, please. Even if you know that your enemy is stacked, just hitting rockets from that position is really difficult. So quad SG would have been the weapon of choice anyway, and especially now it would have been sweet because TCO was so weak. So let's see. Axemen, they have 2 rockets. For TSQ's 2 rockets as well, but TSQ is picking up these quads time after time. And they are going for the low rockets, finally. This is the TSQ that we all know, I guess. Playing proper DM2. Okay, this is... There was a tiny opening there where he could have survived by shooting a quad rocket on the floor, but he deemed it too risky, and I'm not blaming him for it, because now... Okay, Nas decided otherwise, though. Fix the mistake of his teammate, and drops a pack. And now, is this the beginning of a comeback? TCO fully stacked at quad. Getting a quad. Oh, that was the easiest rocket kill of your life, and he misses the rocket completely. Red box picked up by a mate and wasted by TCO. Because he needed that red more than the mate, so he deserved the punishment. TCO going for the low rocket. Saves it for Trygve, just as he should. Not an exceptional quad run, but not bad either. I guess they didn't realize that there was a rocket at Red Mega. Red box in 5 seconds, and he... Okay, he survives, what the fuck. Why are they opening the red door to water? It just doesn't make any sense. You're exposed. You have 3 HP, and you're just exposed to 2 directions. Just stay in a corner and use the splash damage to save your life. Well, they don't care. Trygve quad run. Kills a rocket. Oh, this actually might be a comeback here. 3-0 in rockets. 120 frags, 6 minutes. This is really doable. They just... Axemen needs to go for those low rockets, because they just lost one. And now it's Conan there. But it's not a catastrophe yet. This might be, yeah. That's bad. I'm not sure if I want to call it a catastrophe, but it makes things very awkward now. Because they wanted to play it safe there, because they knew that, okay, enemy picked up the low because we didn't have anyone there. Let's pick up the next quad and use the quad well. Now TCO is facing, instead of 1 or max 2 rockets, he's facing 3. Kills 1 of them nicely. He kills 2, that's beautiful. And just don't drop a pack now, please. That was... Oh, there would have been a 3rd one even. A perfect opening for him. Had they realized that there was a rocket guy in the box, they actually would have been able to kill him, I think. But still, it's 4-1 rockets, and they still have almost 5 minutes. This is doable. It's 100 frags. It looks horrible on the scoreboard, and it's difficult to muster the motivation to try, but they really shouldn't give up now, especially when Nas is going for all-in play. Oh, Timmy. That was his skill to get, really. Nas actually survives with a decent stack. That is outrageous. Really shouldn't have happened. And was it a spawn SG kill on Team Rocket? Now it's getting really difficult for Axemen. They suddenly have... Well, okay, they just picked up another rocket, but they have 2 against 2 of TSU, and that is difficult. That is really, really difficult now. Team goes through red mega telly with full stack, but faces 2 rockets and dies right away. But maybe it's better for us that we didn't see that miracle comeback happen, because we get to see a 5 mapper, which is always great. Just, it really could have been an exciting comeback. I wanted to see at least it getting closer, because there was a chance, there was an opening, a window. Too bad Axemen didn't want to go through. Xero making easy work of Axemen. Proving us that rocket launcher works way better than Axes. At least in DM2. Now I guess we get to speculate what the last map could be. If we check last scores, E1 M2 was a 30 frag victory for Axemen, and DM3, as we very well remember, was 9 frag game. So I really don't know. I really don't know. I wonder if Axemen know themselves. They probably feel more comfortable in one of the maps. Maybe it is E1 M2 because it was played as the second map. Maybe it was their pick. I'm not quite sure how they picked the maps. But that victory, it really wasn't comfortable. 30 frags, even though it is E1 M2, 30 frags is still not a huge victory by any means. Okay, but I see you are saying that they will pick E1 M2 100%. Okay, let's see. You probably know better. Crazy chaos at quad. TCO comes out on top, but lets Xero steal a pack in front of his face, and Xero gets a kill on TCO's quad. The story of TCO's quads, I think, he was killed by a picked up pack in the first DM2 as well. And he goes down to 1 here too. But this is just icing on the cake for TSQ anyway. 120 frags between the 2 teams. There's no coming back from this. 45 seconds to go. Elguapo enjoying some well-deserved spawn fragging here at NG. Trying to go for the top fragging position, but goes down to the endless SG flood, and maybe it will be Xero. Trygve tries to go for the last quad, disposed of by Conan, who tries to save the pack for his teammates. Oh, a surprise troll at water takes him down. Will he be able to survive against Conan, the Destroyer's Wrath? He was, but was backstabbed by another Axeman. Alright, TSQ wins 265 to 133. Well played. Much better than the first one. Less chaotic, more structure to the game. Not perfect DM2 by any means, but not bad either. Not bad. Xero with 12k damage. Elguapo gets the top fragging position at 71. Xero fell behind by 2 frags. Who was the rocket killer? Conan again. He killed 20 in the first one. Now he killed 17. It's much more difficult to kill a lot of rocket enemies when you are clearly winning the map. So 17 is really excellent. Perhaps even better than the 20 in the first one. Although, maybe the rocket kills were more meaningful in the first one because the game was so tight. But then anyway, 17-4 rockets for Conan. Very well played. Xero also redeeming himself. He's plus 30 now. Nice. I think... No, he didn't quite get the top efficiency, but he did well. Elguapo with 23 frag streak. And let's see some team stats. TSQ with 14-6 quads. I think we saw 14-6 quads in some previous map as well. It wasn't DM2 though. It was either E1M2 or DM3. Rocket pickups 45-54. Interestingly enough, Axemen picking up a lot more rockets, but still not being able to fight back really. Mega healths went TSQ's way by 28-16. Reds quite even, 54-48. Yellows relatively even as well, 62-56. But anyway, as you can see, TSQ got more yellows, reds, and mega health, so they were consistent in that regard, and quads as well. So easy pickings after that, I think. And E1M2 it is, but I see you were right. And last scores looks like this. So TSQ has won both DM2 so far. And the other two maps were really close. E1M2, 31 frags, DM3, 9 frags. And here we go. The final 5th map. The winner of this one will be the champion of Division 2 of Qlan War Season 2. And here we go. Xero getting the rocket. I will turn off auto track because we want to see what the rocket does. Goes for the rocket jump. Loses one rocket there, but nice movement. And that's a solid start for TSQ. Enemy got the yellow though. Enemy in this case being Axemen. He misses that rocket. It would have been so important to hit that one. And he could have just jumped. Oh, nice kill on the yellow. He could have jumped for the rockets there. No, I didn't like that play. He just stayed there for too long, way too long. He was just bound to die. The enemy knew that he had the rocket and just no way for him to survive. Conan decides to stay at rocket with his rocket and he goes down. A huge fight for the rocket. Who will get it? Timmi will, with 37 HP. Again, going all into crossing. I don't like to see that, but works out for him this time. He gets the mega even. Good for him. Loses most of that mega health though. Now all of it. And is looking for an armor here at green. Waiting for it and faces enemy quad. I thought that it might happen. Xero gets the next rocket with his quad SNG. And going back to the yellow, he picked up the previous one as well. Oh, he's facing so many enemies and a pack. No. that is... I was going to say that was horrible, and it was. But TCO made the same mistake, and now suddenly tides have turned. It's Xero with a rocket at yellow. Will he? No, he doesn't even dare to go, and he goes down, and I don't even know who got the yellow. TCO managed to steal it, and in the meanwhile, Timmi has taken a rocket. Yeah, rockets being delivered back and forth. Timmi wants to get the next yellow, and maybe finally a rocket will get a yellow. And he does. Okay, this is not great for TSQ. They had a chance there, but they weren't able to use it. Now Timmi playing conservatively at yellow, maybe even too much. So, falls down. Will he go for the rocket jump? Another failed rocket jump. We saw one from Nas earlier, and now we see one from Timmi. He ends up being super weak. There's Nas. Doesn't quite kill Timmy. Okay, no one is pushing him, interestingly. He gets away with green, gets the yellow. This is unbelievable. I can't believe that he just walked to yellow, just like that, not meeting anyone. Taking a lot of SG damage now that he actually... Did he drop a pack? Who killed him? Wait. Xero. No, I don't think he dropped a pack. It seemed like he should have, but he has some super scripts. Xero dies with his rocket. Let's go auto track. Premortem. We haven't seen this guy all that much. He's holding on to a rocket at the Mega, waiting for the Mega. Should get it soon if he can just survive for a couple of seconds longer. Again, I don't like to see that kind of Mega pickup. You're losing 40 stack out of that Mega. And knowing how little stack you can muster here in A1M2, that is huge. Maybe he was afraid that an enemy would push him, but still. Mino like... Okay, he's going to launch an attack towards yellow. He's so weak now. What is happening? Okay, he bores to a mate. Not a bad move. Elguapo gets green, and with the Mega would be soon, because we just saw how Premortem lost the previous Mega. And the rockets will spawn soon as well. Yep, because Premortem picked up those as well. Now Elguapo is going for quad. Xero maybe got a pack, or was he just fighting with his rocket that he already had? Come on, Conan, don't block the way. Oh, and don't stand on the spawn. Although I hate that spawn, it's so easy to die there. Conan gets the quad. No way he manages to get through the rocket nade spam. That is unbelievable, and survives the SGs on his face. A quad SG hit there would have been perfect. Crowning that beautiful quad run, but not quite. And now Trygve makes his way to yellow. Some more seconds. He has only one rocket though. Will he go down? He doesn't. He drops a pack to a yellow guy. Conan with a huge attack. And an enemy leaves the SSG. That's also huge for Conan. Now he has a chance to find rockets, and he does. That might have been the worst pack in this game so far. There were a couple of horrible ones in DM3, but that was huge. Let's see. I want to see a comeback, or not a comeback, but a huge difference made by this. Ah, damn. DCO takes him down. But goes down himself, and that is thanks to the pack that Conan had. And now there is still a rocket for TSQ on the yellow side. Let's see if Nas will get the yellow, and he does. And he will push towards squad and crossing and wants to catch this rocket guy off guard. Almost... Oh, there's your opening. And that's a rocket kill. That's beautiful. Yes, now just wait for this Mega and you're golden. Your mate actually took a rocket chest. So this is beautiful. Just no pack drops now. And you're good. You're on the way to a tight score. Just... no, don't leave, don't leave. No, the Mega is up. Oh... Well, Mega is still up. It's still there. I almost want to go there and cry while staring at the Mega. It's still up. I can't believe this. Okay, Elguapo, at least his teammates gets it. Okay, go for the yellow at least. What are you... He's standing on the yellow forever and then leaves 2-3 seconds before it spawns. And... okay. I guess he's lucky that Conan was there to pick up. Appeared from nowhere, but... just doesn't make any sense. Now go for the yellow at least, please. Well, Okay, Guapo takes it fine, but he had the Mega. Well, maybe it's better this way. We will get to see Guapo Quadran. And all of a sudden we are looking at a very close game. It was 30 frags between the two teams, now it's 15. Oh, he saw the guy. He saw the guy. He knows that there's a rocket. I like this. Nice awareness. That's rocket though. That I didn't like. SG would have been better. Will he survive? No, don't go. Okay. Nice rocket. 6 HP. Now he could at least, or even disappear from the map for a while. But good for him. Axemen do not try to push him at all. Almost like TCO surviving with his rocket early in the game. Just walking to yellow. Everything's good. Picks up the yellow with no rockets though. I'm not sure if I like that decision. I think Conan? He doesn't have any rockets either. That's so frustrating for TSQ. But Xero manages to get the quad anyway. Really nice job. A nice... Ooh. What he doesn't know is that there is a rocket guy in water. No, it doesn't find him. I want to see. What does TCO do? Will he go for the rocket jump? Because the quad is now at rocket. There's nothing to see there. I want to see TCO's move. Okay, now TSQ knows about the rocket. And we are tied at 116. So TCO has the only rocket. Mega will spawn in 4 seconds, and I don't think TCO will leave the Mega. And he's ready for this next quad, and TSQ know that there is a rocket at quad, which is crucial information. Yellow solidly under control, but not anymore, because that was the yellow guy dead. And there's the only rocket of TSQ is at GL. Guapo has it. And he kills the rocket. That's huge. A sniper rocket, and he kills the quad as well. And goes for the yellow kill. Oh, well played, Guapo. Super nice. And TCO stays at yellow, but goes down to a single rocket. Now Guapo here can be a difference maker. That is huge play, killing both the only rocket of Axemen and the quad guy. And gets yellow control. So now it's only Nigve's rocket at Mega, and TSQ know that he has it there. Guapo preparing for this quad. Now they have 3 guys there, that's nice. They are cannon fodder blocking Nigve's attack. And he gets the quad used SSG, nice. Too bad, they lose the yellow. Will he find the yellow guy? That could be important, yes. Yes! There's a pack! And you heard the spawn. Who will get this? Who got the pack? Trygve? I'm not sure if he took the pack or did he just spawn rocket. Not sure at all. Damn, that could have been huge play by Guapo had he had a teammate there at bridge. Oh, okay, Nigve going down. That was so important. Conan surviving. Nas has a rocket at Mega. Again, huge. Premortem gets the yellow, but Conan survives with rocket at Mega. 143 to 142. This is insane how close it is. Conan could have gone down there to the nade. Don't go for quad, please. Just go for yellow. Holy shit. You need that yellow. Okay, he gets it. Nas has rocket quad. Enigma going all in. Conan doesn't give a damn. Destroys him at yellow. That was... Oh, well, they still have 7.5 minutes. This is anyone's game, really. But at the moment, it looks quite fine for TSQ. Nas controlling Mega, but the problem is that Xero has the Mega. Not a problem per se, because he has rocket and yellow as well. Now Timmy is at bridge. He's pushing towards yellow. Let's see what he's up to. Xero is there. Timmy going down. Xero played well. Let's see now Xero's pop. What will he do? Nas survives from quad with absolutely nothing. 8 HP to his name. He's hiding at GL. There's Premortem's rocket at Mega. Nice kill on the green guy. And Xero will go towards Mega. Will he dare to attack? Yes. Yes. Okay, I like the effort. It was worth checking it. Didn't quite work out, but most importantly, he didn't die. Now there are nades everywhere, and yet he survives. Very well played by Xero. Wasn't it Xero earlier who managed to sneak past the nades at quad when he was stuck in the quad box? That is some matrix skill there. So 6 minutes to go. 13 frags between the two teams. Xero, once this yellow can't afford going for the next quad, let's see who picks the quad up. Do we have auto track? No, Elguapo's quad, nice for TSQ. Now Axemen have 2 rockets though. One is at quad, one is at Mega. Let's see Xero. I'll take auto track off, and Xero is defending his mate. 1 rocket down, but Trygve was there following him, ghosting him almost. Gets the pack and even survives. Makes it all the way to Mega. Was there this grenade spawn? I think he should have picked it up. Xero, that is. He wants the rockets anyway, and what he doesn't want is a rocket enemy facing him. And Nas, please don't take it. Unless he knows how to utilize the nade very well. I don't like that nade pickup. Xero, on the other hand, has SSG, and if he gets this quad, it is great for him. Now he doesn't need that many rockets. Okay, this is rare. We have 5 rockets in total in the game. Very rare in E1M2. This could be an interesting quad run. Let's see what happens. He finds a rocket. He kills 2 rockets. That is absolutely nuts. Just don't drop now. Don't drop. Timmy survives. Okay, don't drop. Please don't. Yes, yes. That's so good. I'm not really on anyone's side here, but just I want to see people play well, and that was so good. He killed those 2 rockets. The enemy picks up the pack. They get rid of that one even, and then finally he doesn't drop that pack. That is so important for TSQ. And now Axemen, they need to play well. They have 3.5 minutes. Enemy has 2 rockets. Quad yellow. Elguapo, probably not an interesting quad run. Premortem is the guy who needs to make the difference now. It's 26 frags. He has a really great stack for E1M2. And he has done well so far. So let's see. He's playing passively, and they can still afford this, but not for too long. Trygve gets a rocket. He's coming. No, he went to start. Okay. I thought that he would come to Mega, but start is the better call, I think. Because this is exactly what can be happening in crossing nades and rockets all over the place. Now Premortem, he needs to go for the squad, I think. And he does. That's good. And they can maybe surprise the enemy coming. Oh, okay, well, it was surprising indeed. Just not the move I was hoping to see. Because he needed to wait for the enemies to come to him, not the other way around, just before the quad. Okay, so anyway, we are down to 1 rocket in the game and 2.5 minutes. Axemen, they are in a hurry. 36 frags. I'm not sure if they can pull this off when they don't have a rocket. This looks now very, very difficult. TCO with a nice attack, but just So unfortunate for Axemen that Nas had a monster stack. He goes down eventually, but 42 frags. I'm afraid that it's GG's. And Elguapo even waiting for Rocket with xero here. Full yellow. There's no way for Axemen to come back. What a series though. And perhaps unexpected. This is not a huge gap between the two teams now. 40 frags in E1 M2. Pretty close, but still swinging from 31 frags for Axemen in the first E1 M2 to 40 or so frags for TSQ in the second one. It is interesting to see. It's not too often when you see maps being reversed in any Quake games, actually. And usually you see it either in semi-final or final, because otherwise the games are usually best of 3 rather than best of 5. Trygve manages to steal the last quad, but that is way too little, way too late. Doesn't do anything with it, and Elguapo just chilling here at GL, being flooded by enemies, but those enemies are dropping like flies. Just as is his pack at bridge. Xero hunting the enemy rocket with nade. Will he manage to kill him? Use SG. SG? SG? Nope. Okay, he gets the kill thanks to the spawn. Okay, 256 to 204. TSQ are the winners of the Qlan War Season 2 Division 2. Well played. Really well played. Solid effort. And a great series at that. We got a 5-mapper, exactly what we were asking for. Of course, unfortunate for Axemen, but there can only be one winner. And that winner is the Suicide Quad. So let's look at the stats a bit. Nas with top damage and 70 frags. I don't quite remember his stats from DM2, but somehow I didn't like his squad runs, but here he really proved his worth. Max damage, max frags, xero with the most rocket kills at 12, timmi with 49% SG. Wasn't enough, clearly. Needed maybe 59. What else do we have? Xero plus 17, a lot better than before. In the previous E1 M2 he was minus 30 something or minus 29, I don't quite remember, but minus a lot. And here he goes. Actually, he has the best efficiency in the whole round, I'm sure. Yeah, 57. Nice. Nice improvement for him. And on the other side of things, we have Trygve at minus 53. That is... I told you that he can get a lot of frags, but he can die a lot as well. Now, he didn't get a lot of frags, and he died a lot. So, not a great last map for him, unfortunately, but he did play well in the 2 maps. I think they won. So, can't blame it on him either. Premortem, he played well. He didn't play all the maps, but he carried his weight and more here in E1 M2. Plus 15, 63 frags. But he needed his team to be there. I think TCO had his moments, but minus 21, 7k damage. All in all, not enough. Timmy dealt a lot of damage, but also took a lot of damage and -20. Let's see, team stats. Quad 14-6. This game was all about 14-6. 3 rounds or 3 maps were 14-6 in quads. Yellow controls solidly in favor of TSQ. Megas quite even Steven. Then what else do we have? Rocket pickups 25-31. So Axemen picked up a bit more rockets, but not a huge difference. And where do we have greens there? Greens pretty much even, 25-27. Damage clearly in TSQ's favor, 37-32. Okay, I will ask someone if they want to do some kind of interview. I don't have anything anything prepared, but let's have a chat with one of them if they are interested. Most of them left already, but let's see. Elguapo chest might be there. Come on, wake up. Nas wasn't up for it. I will check the Discord if they are still there. Or did everyone just leave? I think they just left. I will try to hunt them down. Division 2B, where are you? There. All right, someone is typing. It's djevulsk. Okay, he's ready. All right.
Hey.
All right. Hello, Mr. djevulsk.
Hey, how
Congratulations.
are you? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you?
How was the entertainment?
It was perfect. 5 mapper. Everything we asked for. A lot of back and forth Quake, so
Yeah, it was exciting.
yeah, for sure it was. Especially the DM3 and the first DM2 as well. And well, the first E1M2. The first 3 maps were really great. The second DM2 was quite one-sided. But how do you feel? How was the series for you?
I feel really good. The team did really well. I played the 2 maps we lost, which isn't, fantastic for me. But the guys pulled through. Especially the last one was fantastic.
Yeah, there was quite the comeback in the last one because it really looked good for Axemen there for a while, and Elguapo had a great quad run where he killed, I think it was Nigve's rocket, and Nigve dropped a pack there at High Bridge. And unfortunately for you guys, it went in Axemen's favor. I think Nigve himself got the pack and made it to Mega, and it already looked really bad for you guys. But somehow you were able to pull it back. Did you see what happened there afterwards? What made the difference?
I don't know exactly when sort of the turnaround was, but the first 5 minutes looked pretty awful. And then, yeah, like you said, there was a few crucial sort of kills, and the rockets and all the packs went everywhere, but it kind of landed in our, in our team, and from there on, it was kind of, it was kind of solid all around. We got, and the major difference between the first E1 M2 is we got 14 of the quads, as the first map was the inverse of that.
Yeah.
So that was the big difference. And I saw you commented that Nas should have stayed on Mega, but he pushed quad and took it instead, which was the tactics we had: get the quads.
All right. Yeah, that's just not the way I like to personally play. But if you can make it work, all the better for you. I mean, it
We
is.
tried the other way around in the first one. So
Yeah. Okay. Well, it seemed to make the difference. I mean, you lost the first one by 31 frags, and you won the second one by 52. So clearly, a good move. Anything else to say about the other maps? Did everything work the way you expected? Or I guess you didn't expect to lose the first E1, M2 and DM3, but otherwise.
Well, Axemen, we played a lot of games versus them, and we win
Yeah, I noticed the stats.
almost every DM2, right? So obviously they will win an E1, M2 or a DM3. That was just expected. We can't win 5-0 versus Axemen. They're too good, especially when they have the best lineup as they did today.
Yeah.
So no, it wasn't unexpected. We were expected to win DM2, and then we're expecting to drop 1 or 2 maps, but it's always tough to be down 1-2 as we were in this game.
Yeah, it really is mentally really difficult because you know that you can't make a mistake or you lose the whole thing.
Yeah. But then the second DM2 was really dominating. So that
yeah, that was solid. So how would you see what was the key difference between the first DM2 and the second one? Because there was a huge difference on scoreboard.
I didn't play it, but from the sidelines, it seemed like we had much better low control. We actually pushed it a bit more, and then the quads did a bit more, did a bit more in the second game, and then xero just looked on fire. To be honest, he kind of just landed the rockets, and it kind of went his way.
Yeah. I would agree with your analysis, at least based on what I was able to see, because it's difficult to analyze the whole game because you are just seeing one POV at a time. It's so much easier after watching through the demo and really seeing what happened. But I would agree with you that you were pushing for low rockets a lot more in the second one compared to the first one. And I think that was the key difference.
Yeah,
and of course xero as well. He was, I think, underperforming in the first one, and then on the second one played really well.
Yeah, there's these 50-50 fights, and it kind of has to go your way always versus Axemen. I mean, they're a really good team.
Yeah, they really are. And it has been great to watch you practice really a lot against each other and with DC as well. So this Division 2 has been really entertaining to follow, and there is, I think, quite a lot of prestige in this victory, even though it is Division 2, but it has been a hard-fought victory.
Yeah, I agree, and I've lost in the playoffs twice now in the Get Quad and in the first season versus Timmi's teams, even if it was. So it's good to finally win, and
yeah,
it was a story in the story that we actually recruited Nas from the Axemen for this season, and he ended up winning the decider and top fragging. It's just that made a difference.
Yeah, that's quite the story there. I wonder if there are a lot of bad feelings now between Axemen and Nas for destroying them.
No, I don't think. Yeah, maybe now. I don't know. But they got Trygve, and I think they've had a good season too. So it's all.
Yeah, definitely. Trygve is an excellent player, and he had really good 2 maps at least, if not 3. So he did really well for the Axemen, but wasn't enough against you guys.
Yeah. That's right.
Any other thoughts?
No, that was great. Just a good ending to a good season. It's a lot of fun, and now it's time for summer break, and get back at it in the fall here.
Yeah. All right. Sounds good.
Cool.
I will have some break as well from Quake, I think. At least from official games, there's nothing to play, but
yeah,
I guess I will be around the servers anyway.
Yeah.
So enjoy your
thanks
summer break.
Yeah, thanks for the
Thanks
stream.
for playing and
catch the VODs, and good games to the Axemen and to all the teams, and have a nice summer.
Yep. Congrats once again. Thanks.
Cool. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, that was djevulsk from the Suicide Quad. Not many quad suicide today. There was that one from Nigve in DM2, but otherwise, not as many as in the semifinal. I was rather disappointed, but it was nice to hear his thoughts. If you have any, please share as well. And by the way, Lord Lame, thanks for the subs. That's crazy. I didn't want to disturb the interview. You have always great timing with your sub gifting. I remember one. I think I was running some Evon M2 quad when I was just listening to Shambler screams throughout the whole quad run and then some. But yeah, that's it. Clan War Division 2 concluded. Although I'm not sure if they are going to play the bronze game or if they did already. I was away for the weekend. Let me check the wiki, what is happening with that. There was something yesterday. Some game. No, third place match. At least there's no result in the wiki yet. So maybe we will actually get yet another Division 2 Clan War stream. That would be sweet. Because the Division 1 is done. But there is still one game to be played between Demolition Crew and Firestorm. That would be a nice game to spectate as well. There is no Division 3. So that's it. Yeah, that was a great game to spectate. We got 5 maps and we had a lot of close games as well. Even this last Evon M2, even though TSQ ended up winning by 50 frags, it was, I would say, closer than the score would indicate. People quite often say that, but in this one, Axemen really seemed to be ahead quite a lot of the time, and then just something happened over the last 5 minutes, and they lost it. I actually could download the demo. Oh well, someone will upload them in. Well, it's easier for me to download them from here. No, it isn't because I'm in QTV. Someone will upload them in the Clan War Discord, and I will download it from there. And I want to see what happened during the last 5 minutes or maybe 6 minutes. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, that I just want to see exactly what made the difference. It's always interesting to see this kind of deciding moments in games, and in this case, even a deciding moment for the very final in the last map. There was, I remember that one quad run that I was referring to in the interview with djevulsk as well, where Elguapo was able to kill that last enemy rocket at bridge. There was a pack dropped here, and I'm pretty sure Nigve himself got the pack, made it to Mega, and at that point I thought that okay, now Axemen got it. But I just want to see what happened after that. And Slacker versus LA soon. Yeah, I need to find some juicy demos first. I don't have any at the moment. Someone needs to send me some. Or no, I don't want anyone to send me necessarily. I want, or maybe you can. I just would love to have some specific demos, or at least a good variety, not just kind of some hand-picked demos where a certain team or a player is performing well. I want to see kind of, maybe I will spectate and try to analyze a couple of demos, because of course just analyzing one demo of a player is not enough to judge them one way or another. So in that sense, it would make more sense to watch more demos, but maybe I could watch one where Dag is playing really well, and then a couple where he's not doing so well on the scoreboard, but to see how big his impact is, what kind of decisions he's making, what things are contributing to the fact that he was low on the scoreboard. Maybe because sometimes in Quake World you can do right things, but things just do not work in your favor. Maybe you have that game where you have really bad spawns all the time, or maybe you are trying to create openings for your teammates so they can do well instead of you. Maybe that was what was happening with Dag in many of the games. He didn't do so well in, at least when you stare at the scoreboard. But like I said, that doesn't tell the whole story. But yeah, that's for another stream. Maybe I will just make it a stream of its own. Not today anyway. I need to head to bed pretty soon, and I don't think I will find any games to play at this hour anyway. Quake has been pretty dead lately. Very difficult to find games. But thanks everyone for watching. I noticed that we had at least 80 viewers at some point. That is amazing. For Division 2 final as well. I don't think we had that many for Division 1. So that is actually quite interesting that when I'm playing a Division 1 final, we have less less viewers than we have for a Division 2 final. But maybe that is because the Division 2 was so much better this time around than Division 1. Not that they play absolutely better than Division 1, which they don't, but because there was just better competition between the teams. Okay, you want to see the pack? Maybe I will download the demo. We will check the last 5 minutes again of the last deciding E1M2 to see what happened. All right, and let me find the demo. This. Oh, there would be a mix. So it was probably at around maybe 15:30. It is no, it was earlier than this, I think. Let's jump to 10 minutes and see where he drops a pack. It's probably not this one either. Nope. Okay, next. Not this one either. That was somewhere else. 15:30. It was Nigve, right? It's not this one. I'm so sure that it was Nigve's rocket pack that he dropped there. I wonder how I should find it then. Let's try here. Okay. Nigve drops a pack there. And now it's 11:50 and this is already at Mega. Yeah, I could follow. It was Elguapo's quad run. Okay, not this. No, he didn't take this squad, so we will go to the next one. And he's not getting this one either. Nope. So, okay, he gets a quad here. Let's see if it's this one. Maybe? No, there's nothing here. Do I just misremember the time totally? Okay, maybe here? Nope. There's some bugged sound for the lift. Not this quad. It couldn't have been this late. Or was it? No, it's not this one either. What is now? No, there's no way it was this late. So, was it way earlier than I thought then? What is up? TCO gets it. Then going for the next quad. Elguapo is not getting that one either. Going for the next quad. Okay, maybe it's this one then. 8-minute quad. This would have been early. Yeah, it is probably this one. Yeah. Has to be. No, it's not. Yeah, this is the one where he hears that Nigve is there. Or sees him. But it doesn't get the... and almost bores. Yeah, there. And... now he kills TCO. And goes for the HP. And it's not this squad. What the hell? Where is it? And this is the right... the Even M2. And it's not this squad. Where is it? Okay, there's one quad here. And Nigve has a rocket, but he's a mega. So it's not this. Ah, no! It was... okay, it was this one. So it was Timmi who dropped the pack. It wasn't Nigve. And there's the pack. Elguapo has no chance of getting it, kind of. Okay. Timmi actually gets the pack. Okay. Let's spectate him. He faces the quad. Oh, Nigve kills his teammate. So Nigve actually took the previous rocket or something. And here still things look pretty okay. Or, well, reasonably good for Axemen. And there, that push by... let's go backwards a bit. I really don't like the push by Nas there. He gets the rocket. Well, he has green, but they have no idea what kind of stack Nigve has. But he just decides to go all in. Gets the rocket kill. A split pack drop. Timmi gets one. And could this be one of the deciding moments? Can you see what happens? 2 packs, they go 1 each, and then TSQ and end up getting 2 rockets because I think it was Timmi who dropped one of the packs again. Will Conan survive? That would be huge. He does. Yeah. Gets the mega as well. And survives. It would be nice to see a graph of kind of how the frag difference or total frags developed. But here it is even. And suddenly 2-0 rockets when it was 1-1. before that fight at Mega started. So let's see. So we are at 12:15, even in score. Let's go 1 minute further. At 13:15, suddenly TSQ leads by 13 frags. Let's go 1 minute further. There, still 14 frags. So there, that could have been the difference maker, really, because suddenly in 1 minute they got ahead by 13 frags. Now the minute after that, no difference, but that 13 frags was quite important. But let's see, 14 minutes, 13 frags. Let's go 1 minute further. There. It is still, funnily enough, it's exactly the same 13 frags. Okay, one more. So let's go 16:15. And now it is 22. Okay, so they did very well over the last minute there. And just like you said, it starts to snowball there. So starting from 15 minutes, around 15 minutes, yeah, they just pull ahead. What was the Xero's push towards where? I remember him pushing mega health, but he wasn't successful with that one quad where he had roughly 50 HP and some stack, but he was forced to fall back. But at least that... Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I remember now. I know what you mean. The one where he didn't drop a pack. I think it happened quite early though. Let's see. Review set player xero and what is the... Okay, R. So where does he die with rocket? Okay, there. No pack, that's nice. Now he dies in water. Dies probably here at start. Gets stuck a bit. Okay. What about this one? Doesn't have any rockets. Oh, someone steals his rockets. Bad luck there. Okay, and this one is in the end. Ah, yeah, this is the one. So let's see the past or the previous 30 seconds or so. Yeah, this is the one. He has quad, a really good stack. Decides to go towards Mega. A beautiful kill. There is the interesting kill. How was that not a pack? I was so sure that there would have been a pack. But what is interesting, I didn't realize this while I was casting. If we go back 5 seconds, there was one rocket there, Nigve, then second rocket here, Tim, and Premortem has a third rocket here. That's even more impressive than I thought. There were 3 separate rocket guys. And even that last one is killed, even though xero himself... Oh, he does kill him. And now he doesn't drop a pack. That is huge. That is really, really huge. So there he killed Nigve. So if we just stop here and look at the team overlay, they have 3 rockets, Nigve with 111, 100 HP, a huge stack for E1M2. Then they have Premortem here with 0-175. Again, a huge stack for E1M2, or a really good stack at least. And Timmy here, hunted down by Elguapo. He's weak. He can't do much at the moment, but had he made his way to Mega, he would have been able to stack up to 0-100 and having 3 rockets and 4.5 minutes to go, 13 frags between the two teams. That was... This is another map defining moment right here. The first one was the fight here at Mega, where there were 2 packs lying on the ground. One went each way, and TSQ ended up with 2-0 rockets and got that 13 frag lead with those 2 packs. And here is the other one that really killed Axemen's hopes of winning the division. This is so brutal. This is Quakeworld at its best. You have 3 rockets scattered around Mega Crossing, and there comes Xero with 1 quad run. Let's just marvel at this. Nice SNG at first, then he realizes that it's a rocket, and boom. A perfect rocket to kill Trygve there, because he was in the stairs, not an easy kill. But I think that kill on Timmy was even more impressive, because he had to turn 90 degrees, and the rocket that he shoots, just check it. Timmy is already so far away, but just a bit of splash damage is what it takes to kill Timmy, because Xero has the quad. Misses all the SNG, but also premortem misses his rocket. Switches to SG, deals that crucial amount of damage. And now, let's see premortem's POV. He has 0 rockets. That's horrible. Yeah, he tries to rocket jump, just like you said. Out of rockets. Dies. And the silver, or not the silver lining, but the icing on the cake there. Xero switching, finally switching away from the rocket. Just spams with SNG. And boom. From 2 to 3 rockets, you are now 2-0 in rockets. And that was an absolute disaster for Axemen right there. Damn. That is painful if you are Axemen, because there you still had a really good chance of winning the game and the division. But boom, everything down the drain. And there we have it. Division 2 concluded. And so is this stream. I finally will go to bed and raid someone before I do so.